Hey there everybody, welcome to Fab Daddy TV. I am your host Fab Daddy. I'm here at Fab Daddy Garage out in the shop. Actually, I'm outside, the shop's in front of me. If this is not your first time with us, welcome back. I'm glad you came back for more punishment. If this is your first time with us, I encourage you to maybe go back, watch some of my older videos so that you can see where I'm at in the project, and also so that my video count goes up and makes me look better for YouTube. Anyway, if you saw my last video, got some new headers for the engine. I went over them, the collector pipe extension, the O2 sensors and all that stuff, so how they're gonna hopefully help. As you can see, I've got most of the wiring harness and everything stripped off the engine, waiting for the new harness. Hopefully I'll have it next week. Big shout out to Howell EFI Conversions for that. They're not paying me to say that, but they got a good product. I want to get their name out there. In one of my earlier videos, I stated that I'm not going to clean the engine up. I'm going to put it in the way it looks. I mean, I'll clean some of the schmutz and stuff out of here because then it will kind of match the engine compartment a little bit better, because it's kind of dirty and grody too. So here's some updates of what I've done here. As you can see in this shot here on the left-hand side, along here, the AC housing was cracked and broken from, I'm guessing, an earlier engine removal or whatever. Probably went over there, swung over there and broke it. So I took all the broken pieces out and I took a steel plate. See if we can get over here a little bit better view of it. So I put a steel plate in. It's not real thick. It's like, you know, maybe 16 gauge or whatever. Screwed it in there and then sealed it up with some RTV. And then along here, see if I can use my shadow to point. It was kind of had some rust holes and stuff along there. What I did was I sealed that up with some seam sealer and threw some spray paint over it just to kind of help protect it for now, because I didn't, oh, that sun is in a bad spot. I didn't want to go ahead and weld everything in, or weld the hole shut and everything, because eventually I want to take this doghouse off and get like an early to mid 70s doghouse to put on, and to do that I have to change the cowl panel, which is this upper panel right here along the top. I figure while I'm in there, I'll go ahead and replace all this rusted out stuff too while I'm there. Some more updates. As you can see, I have the Hydro Boost off. It's actually laid over here because I'm not ready to take the lines and everything off yet until I'm ready to put the new Hydro Boost in. The master cylinder I took out because it was junk. I poured new brake fluid in it and it basically just ran out the bottom, or ran out the back. So I have a new one of those to put in after I get it bench bled, which I'll explain that later. I've got all the excess wiring and stuff out of here. There was a bunch of aftermarket stuff that was in here. Got all that tore out. Got the old engine mounts out, new ones in, ready to go. The transmission is out finally. As you can see, it's laying over here on the ground. So if anybody's in the market for a turbo 400 with unknown miles on it, but apparently it was pulling when the engine dropped some rods out the bottom. Also, as you can see, I pulled all the oil cooler lines, transmission cooler lines, fuel lines, transmission cooler, extra wiring. There's the old master cylinder. Pulled all that stuff out, getting all this cleaned up, ready to go. I took the grill out because I'm getting another one of these oil coolers to put on this side for transmission cooler, make it look more stock. I do not like the looks of aftermarket transmission coolers. That's just my personal opinion. No offense to anybody that has one. What else under here? I've cleaned up, like I said, I took all the old fuel lines off because they were all corroded and grody and nasty. The trailer wiring was on this side, all hacked in, running down that frame rail. I got it all taken out and cleaned up. So basically, the frame rails from the cab forwards are cleaned up, ready to go for the new fuel line and stuff. I haven't done behind the cab because I'm going to take the bed off and it'll be easier to do once the bed's off. And as you can see, I ended up having to take the running boards off the bed because all the brackets and stuff ran to the frame and it was just going to be in the way. So I just went ahead and popped those off real quick. I got to tell you, I kind of like the way it looks without them on there. My final product, the truck's going to go lower and it'll look better with the running boards on. So I'm going to put them back on after the bed's back on. So in the cat, well, yeah, I wanted to show you this too. The birds apparently like sitting on these brackets because I had this mirror folded around like so, to be more out of the way. be like sitting on that bracket right there, looking in the mirror and pooping on the door. Both sides look like it. The other side's actually worse. So I push the mirrors back out. I'm probably going to cover them up with something so that the birds no longer sit on here and poop on my truck. Inside, I have the front section of carpet out to get access to the transmission tunnel here, because I have to take that tunnel out and put a bigger one in, a taller one in, to get the Allison to fit, because the Allison is so much bigger than the Turbo 400 that was in here. I have to make some clearance in the floor. And basically, it'll take this floor and it'll raise it up to this height, maybe even a little higher. I ordered a new tunnel for it, but unfortunately, I didn't do my own research. I just went off of what other people said, and they told me I needed to get a bolt-in one from earlier truck. Unfortunately, it was not going to fit at all, so I'm sending it back, going to get a new one to fit this truck specifically. I'm going to do a video here in the near future about doing research and making sure you cover yourself with everything for your build. Anyway, back to the update. As you can see, there's no gas pedal. I took it out because I'm going to be using an electronic gas pedal. There's some stuff hanging down here. I had to take this out of the way. I had to take this bracket out off of the brake pedal to be able to get the hydro boost out. To get, let's see, where's the pin? Oh wait, no, the pin's actually part of the pedal, but to get the hydro boost bracket off, I had to take this bracket loose and a whole bunch of other stuff out of the way. The floor, I know it looks bad. It's actually all just surface rust. I've been stabbing at it with a screwdriver, have not found any holes or anything yet. So I think what happened is this thing just sat for so long out in the weather that the door seals leaked. The only real issue is down here on the side. You can see this pinch weld's getting kind of rough. So I'll clean that up and try to do something with that when I put the new door seals in, which I have. I just need to get to it. Let's see what else. I have, here's a piece of the exhaust off of it. Of course, it was rusted off and came out in pieces. Here's the rest of it. I've got the drive shaft that came out of the donor truck with the transmission. Getting ready to take the bed off here in the next couple days, or at least get it ready to take off. I have a friend with a loader tractor. I'm going to see if I can talk him into coming out and help me take this bed off with the loader tractor. Otherwise, it's going to be a giant pain with the cherry picker. So that's just some updates of what I've done with Buford so far. I'm sorry I haven't shown any in progress videos or shown me actually working on the truck and videos. I just don't have the, well, now I do. Before, I didn't have the equipment to do that kind of stuff, but we recently just bought a new camera with microphone system and everything that we're going to start trying out, and hopefully I can get some videos of me actually doing some work, so you're not just getting updates every now and then. So anyway, I am severely behind on the project. Unfortunately, it's supposed to be raining a lot in the next few days, so I don't know how much headway I'm going to make, but one of these days we'll have the truck done, and hopefully we can make it to the event that I talked about a few videos ago. And I'll be telling you what that event is here pretty soon, hopefully. So anyway, I really hope you guys are out doing some cool stuff in your garage or in your driveway or wherever you guys are working. I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya.